Welcome to Car Auto's Zone. Today, we're diving into one of the most unique sports cars ever made, the Mazda RX-8. This is a car that stands out in a sea of conventional coupes, thanks to its rotary engine, unconventional design, and sharp handling. Whether you love it or hate it, there's no denying that the RX-8 is a special machine. So, buckle up as we take a deep dive into the history, performance, and legacy of Mazda's last rotary-powered sports car. The RX-8 was introduced in 2003 as a successor to the legendary RX-7. Mazda wanted to create a sports car that retained the soul of the RX-7 but was more refined, practical, and accessible to a broader audience. The result was a four-seater sports coupe with rear-hinge suicide doors, an ultra-lightweight chassis, and a high-revving rotary engine that made it unlike anything else on the market. Let's talk about what makes the RX-8 truly unique. Its engine. Under the hood lies the Renesas 13 BMSP rotary engine, a 1.3-liter, two-rotor unit that produces up to 232 horsepower in manual transmission models and 212 horsepower in automatic versions. While those numbers might not sound impressive compared to some modern sports cars, what sets the RX-8 apart is how it delivers that power. The rotary engine revs all the way up to 9,000 RPM, creating a sound and driving experience that's completely different from a traditional piston engine. One of the biggest advantages of the rotary engine is its compact size and lightweight design. This allows the RX-8 to have near-perfect 50-50 weight distribution, making it an absolute joy to drive through corners. The car feels incredibly balanced, with precise steering and an ultra-low center of gravity that enhances handling. Mazda engineered the RX-8 to be a driver's car, and you can feel that every time you take it on a twisty road. But the rotary engine also comes with some well-known downsides. It's notorious for its oil consumption, requiring owners to check and top off the oil frequently. Fuel efficiency is another weak point, with the RX-8 consuming gas at a rate that rivals much more powerful sports cars. And then there's the infamous apex seal issue. Over time, the rotary's apex seals can wear out, leading to compression loss and, ultimately, engine failure. These reliability concerns have given the RX-8 a bit of a bad reputation, but enthusiasts who take proper care of their cars know that the rotary engine can be a rewarding and thrilling power plant. Moving on to the design. The RX-8 is a car that looks like nothing else on the road. It has a sleek and aggressive stance, with flowing lines that give it a sense of motion even when standing still. The front end features Mazda's signature styling, with angular headlights and a bold grille. But the real standout feature is the unique door setup. Mazda designed the RX-8 with rear-hinged half doors that make it easier to access the back seats while maintaining the coupe's sporty look. It's a clever design that adds practicality without sacrificing style. Inside, the RX-8 offers a driver-focused cockpit with supportive bucket seats and a minimalist dashboard layout. The center console is raised, giving the driver a sense of being in a cockpit, and Mazda's attention to detail is evident in every aspect of the design. The rear seats are surprisingly usable for a sports car, making the RX-8 one of the few performance coupes that can genuinely accommodate four people. On the road, the RX-8 delivers an experience that's hard to find in any other car. The engine's high-revving nature means you have to work for the power, keeping the RPMs high to extract the most performance. The 6-speed manual transmission is a joy to use, with short, precise throws that make shifting gears an engaging part of the driving experience. Even the automatic version, equipped with paddle shifters, offers decent performance, but it's the manual that truly brings out the RX-8's character. Suspension tuning is another area where Mazda nailed the RX-8's performance. The car features a double wishbone front suspension and a multi-link rear setup, providing a perfect balance between comfort and handling. It's firm enough to feel planted in corners but not so stiff that it becomes uncomfortable on daily drives. Whether you're carving through mountain roads or taking it to a track day, the RX-8 feels right at home. Now, let's talk about the RX-8's legacy and why it remains such a beloved car among enthusiasts. While it never quite reached the legendary status of the RX-7, the RX-8 still holds a special place in the world of JDM performance cars. It's one of the last production cars to feature a rotary engine, making it a unique piece of automotive history. The handling dynamics, high-revving nature, and lightweight chassis make it an incredibly fun car to drive, and despite its reliability concerns, there's a dedicated community of enthusiasts who continue to keep these cars on the road. The RX-8 also made an impact in motorsports. It was used in various racing series, including endurance racing, where its lightweight chassis and balanced handling made it a competitive platform. Even today, you'll find RX-8s being used in amateur racing and drifting events, proving that its performance potential is still highly regarded. When it comes to tuning and modifications, the RX-8 offers a lot of potential. Enthusiasts have found ways to extract more power from the rotary engine through porting, aftermarket exhausts, and EQ tuning. Some even go the route of engine swaps, replacing the rotary with turbocharged piston engines like the 2JZ, LSV8S, or even modern Mazda Turbo 4 units. While purists might argue that removing the rotary engine takes away from the RX-8's identity, there's no denying that these swaps can result in serious performance gains. If you're considering buying an RX-8 today, there are a few things to keep in mind. First and foremost, maintenance is key. Look for a well-maintained example with regular oil changes, proper warm-up and cool-down procedures, and compression test results to ensure the engine is healthy. Avoid neglected cars, as rotary engines are unforgiving when it comes to poor maintenance. Another thing to consider is the model year. Early RX-8s, particularly the 2004 to 2008 models, had more reliability issues compared to later versions. The 2009 to 2012 facelift models featured improved engine cooling, better suspension tuning, and minor design tweaks that made them more desirable. If you can find a later model, it's generally the better choice. Pricing for a used RX-8s varies depending on condition and mileage, but they remain one of the most affordable sports cars you can buy. With the rise in value of JDM classics like the RX-7 and Supra, the RX-8 is still an accessible way to get into rotary-powered performance without breaking the bank. However, as with any enthusiast car, prices are starting to creep up as clean examples become harder to find. So, what's the verdict on the Mazda RX-8? It's a car that offers a unique driving experience, thanks to its rotary engine, sharp handling, and lightweight chassis. While it has its flaws, including high maintenance demands and fuel consumption, the RX-8 remains one of the most exciting and rewarding sports cars for those who appreciate high-revving engines and precise handling. It may not be the fastest or most powerful car in its class, but it delivers a level of engagement that few other cars can match. If you've ever driven an RX-8 or owned one, let us know in the comments what your experience was like. Is the rotary engine worth the hassle, or is it an overrated gimmick? Would you choose an RX-8 over a traditional piston engine sports car? We'd love to hear your thoughts. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for more incredible automotive content here on. We'll see you in the next one.